Hello, this is Diana with Artfully Yours, and that's at www.artfullyyours.net, which is my website blog. So this is Mission Inspiration. Each month they put out 10 journal prompts for a whole journal page, and you can read the prompts below. What I wanted to address mainly, as you can just read the prompts below, is the trial and error and indecision that the creative process often involves. And just speaking for myself, I do often go through a lot of indecision and trial and error. And in this video in particular, I'm going to leave some of those times where I am indecisive. And oh yeah, that's a beautiful rubber handmade stamp by Gina B. Ahrens that she sent me in Happy Mail. Instead of editing out some of the times that I'm indecisive, I am leaving them in so I can chat about that a little bit. So right now, prompt 1 was adding a fragmented face, and actually I'm not too happy how that looks there right now. The printing of the pattern is going just fine, and I like the color. The second prompt was painting a thin layers of colors over top of the background color, and I was happy how that light violet looks over that aqua green. So printing the patterns right now, I actually have no indecision about it. These, as an elementary art educator, this was a project that never got used up, and so I get to use it in my own artwork. And the kids used water-soluble markers, and we sprayed them with water. And then underneath the catch paper is beautiful too. Now here I'm going through some indecision of actually considering this as background for my focal image. Now I really don't think that looks very good, but for some reason I thought, well, maybe I'll try that. So it's trial and error, which actually works through the mistake. I mean, it helps you work through your mistakes. Okay, I've chosen one of the papers I'm actually going to cut into letters for the word I'm using on my journal page. I'm not using a quote or a phrase. I decided just to use one word that actually relates to some situations going on in my life right now. And I'm rearranging and arranging before I draw on the letters. And then again, back to deciding, okay, trial and error for what the background image for the focal image might be. Even though I have not cut out the focal image, that's just the page, and that will be cut out. The face will actually be cut. And I try again, another background. I'm actually feeling very indecisive about this right now. I actually jumped prompts and went back to them because one of the prompts was making marks with paint, ink, or sprays, and I did not think that that would work having the letters down there while I sprayed. So I actually skip a prompt and come back to it. I'm very happy with this blue spray and how it looks with the aqua green and the violet. And that's a beautiful handmade tag created by Kylie Coo, which she sent to me in Happy Mail. And I specifically want to use that in this journal page because the word that I'm using relates to things that Kylie Coo and I have talked about a lot. And look at that, the colors just go so well there. So I have drawn the letters with black marker and white dots on top, and I'm ready to arrange them. Again, I keep playing with the arrangement and the rearrangement. When I say playing, that's really, if you want to feel good about it, you should look at it as playing. With me, I often, in this case, I felt like I was struggling with the indecision and the trial and error. So for me, the indecision was a struggle and didn't feel so much like playing. Which, if you're in a more positive state of mind, playing is the attitude that you want to have. I am happy how that spray did push that fragmented face a bit more into the background, but it does have to go in a future prompt. In the future prompts in this video, that face will be pushed more into the background. I'm drawing the letter now, the first letter, onto the tag. And that's a black Sharpie marker. And for making the white dots, I use this great white marker, the best white marker I found, which is Posca white markers, Posca, are the best white markers I've found. So artwork does go through ugly stages. Right now, I do like the letters for the most part, but I still think the artwork is going through a little bit of an ugly stage right now. And people shouldn't give up just since you've gotten to an ugly stage. You work through it and accept that you're going to make mistakes, and you can fix mistakes and look at it as trial and error and being playful about it. I didn't want to have to use kitchen aluminum foil, but I ran out of shiny paper, so I have to go with my second choice. I definitely had to want to have a shiny star, and I did not have any silver shiny paper on hand, so I have to go with my second choice, which was kitchen aluminum foil for making the shiny star. And I consider that as part of the focal image. Again, adjusting and readjusting the arrangement of the letters. Next step is adding washi tape. I'm pretty happy how the washi tape works with these letters. It ties in well with the dots that I've already put on the letters. Oh, I apologize for the glare that's on the focal image right now. So that's one of my favorite stencils. The next prompt is using color through a stencil. So I'll be using liquid metal gold paint. And I'm very happy how the stencil unifies everything. It unifies my design pretty well. And it definitely pushes that one area of the fragmented face into the background. Next step is doodling, scribbling, or zentangle. I actually just do a minimal amount of doodling. I'm outlining the first letter with white, and then I add black dots on top, and then I will be outlining the star that's behind the face. I really felt so. Right now I'm part of the doodling stage. I was outlining that star, and this is not one of the prompts, but I decided that to unify the design even more, it needed at least 2 more silver stars, and it definitely needed the stars over that one area that I'm trying to push more and more into the background, and now the stars pop forward, and that fragmented face is, can't even tell that's a fragmented face anymore. And finally, the last prompt is adding a white border. This one I was very decisive about. I was very inspired about it. Among my stencil collection, I had a strip of white hearts, and I thought, oh, that's perfect for a white border, because I knew I didn't want a white solid border. And so this works out perfectly to have a border that has a pattern in it, and the heart patterns work out very well. So I'm finished now. I'm showing close-ups of the final journal page, double spread journal page, and the word is believe. So this relates to things that are going on in my life right now, which actually my workplace flooded and our carpet got destroyed, and this day I came home to do art. So here it is, every woman is a queen, and the word believe just ties in with some situations that have been going on in the past week. I really wanted that as a word for my journal. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back.